In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to sum rows and columns in Google Sheets with formulas. We'll set up a small table, then use the sum formula to add up each column, each row, and finish with a grand total in the bottom corner. Let's get started by opening Google Sheets in your browser. Once the home page loads, look at the Start a New Spreadsheet area near the top and click Blank Spreadsheet to open a fresh, empty file. Now we need to give this file a name. Move your mouse up to the top left corner where it says Untitled Spreadsheet and click directly on that title. Type a name that makes sense for this exercise, something like Sum Rows and Columns Practice, and then press Enter to save the new title. Next, click on cell A1 in the sheet grid, which is the very first cell in the top left of your data area. We're going to paste in a sample table here. You can copy the sample data from the pinned comment below the video and paste it directly into A1. Once it lands, you should see product name sitting in column A, month values across columns B, C, and D, and empty total cells waiting in row 6 and column E. Now we'll sum each column. Click on cell B6, which is the empty cell directly under the April values. We want to add up everything from B2 down to B5. Carefully type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, B2 colon B5, close parenthesis, and press Enter to confirm. Move over to cell C6, which sits under the May column. This time the range needs to cover May, so type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, C2 colon C5, close parenthesis, and press Enter when you're done. Now click cell D6 under the June column, and we'll repeat the same idea for June. Type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, D2 colon D5, close parenthesis, and press Enter. Row 6 should now show totals for April, May, and June. With the columns handled, let's move on to the row totals. Click on cell E2, which is the empty cell beside notebooks. We want to add up the 3 months for that single product. Type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, B2 colon D2, close parenthesis, and press Enter. Now click on cell E3 next to pens. The range shifts down a row, so type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, B3 colon D3, close parenthesis, and press Enter to lock that total in. Click on cell E4 beside markers. Type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, B4 colon D4, close parenthesis, and press Enter so the total appears. Then click on cell E5 next to folders, which is the final product row. Type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, B5 colon D5, close parenthesis, and press Enter. Column E should now show a total for each product across April, May, and June. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for more quick tutorials. To finish up, we'll add one grand total that confirms everything ties together. Click on cell E6, the empty cell at the bottom right corner of the table. This cell will sum the 4 row totals you just created. Type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, E2 colon E5, close parenthesis, and press Enter. Now click on cell E6 one more time and look at the formula bar just above the grid. The formula bar should display equals sum, open parentheses, E2 colon E5, close parentheses, and the cell itself should show the grand total for every product across every month. And that's the full workflow. Your spreadsheet now has column totals sitting in row 6, row totals running down column E, and one grand total resting in cell E6. The important pattern to remember is that vertical totals use a range like B2 colon B5, while horizontal totals use a range like B2 colon D2. Once you spot that difference, you can apply the same sum formula to any table layout. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.